Next up, Sood. I'll put the label on the screen. I found this at the Goodwill outlet. I'm sure I've passed this brand before. It looks so familiar. This sold super fast for me. Check comps. It's a very unassuming brand. It literally just looked like one piece of fabric and it sold for a great profit. So it's a new to me brand. Be on the lookout. Had never heard of it. St. James L'Atelier. Had never heard of this brand before. Found at the Goodwill outlet. Sold lightning fast. I love including these more like unassuming brands that maybe you guys have never heard of that I have actually sold that are also new to me. It gets me excited about reselling. I'm going to be honest, sometimes just finding the same brands over and over, talking about the same dang brands over and over gets boring. So these two, the first two, are specifically brands that I've sold recently that I had never heard of in all of my years of reselling. And that's one of the things I love about reselling. Cachet is a brand I know I've mentioned to you guys before, but I've actually been selling quite a bit of it lately. I've been finding a lot of it, specifically at the Goodwill outlet. It is considered vintage now. When I was really, really little, I remember my mom shopping there. They had brick and mortar stores. It was fancy, you guys. Like, it was like, you guys are gonna roast me. How do I describe it? It was like a fancier Express, but with like more trendy, think like BB Baby, you know, I don't know how to say it. Like, it was like the Revolve before Revolve became Revolve, but a store. That's what it was like. It was expensive, trendy, very cute stuff. Like Revolve. That's exactly what I can think of. Like modern day Revolve if you put it in a store, but maybe a tad less expensive. I honestly don't remember the retail prices because I was literally like in her arms. I don't know, I was really young, so I can't remember, but I remember when we used to go in there, I would be like, oh my gosh, this stuff is so beautiful. So anyways, I've been selling it a lot, you guys. And when I say a lot, I've sold like 3 pieces in the last month, but I think that's pretty good for a brick and mortar store that has not been open for quite a while. So definitely a brand, if you can find it, worth looking up comps. They were in malls, so like, you know, their stuff was mass produced, so you might be able to find it out in the wild. I know lately, for some reason, I've been finding a ton of it. Maybe like one of their final stores closed. I don't know, because there is one Goodwill outlet location that specifically in the last month, every time I go, I'm finding a couple pieces, and I'm finding like some really quality silk pieces too. This I'm gonna kind of cheat because this isn't really clothing, but I tell you guys all the time, it wouldn't be authentically me if I didn't tell you everything I sell. I've been selling a ton of these Anthropologie, the Morgan collection wine glasses. I'm a little confused on pricing because if you open this up, there's 2 wine glasses in here. And then at the bottom, each wine glass says it's $30 each. But then I think when I went on Anthropologie's website, the box together selling for $56. Nonetheless, I actually got these in a pallet, you guys. A lot of my liquidation stuff, I have connections here where I live, and I just pick them up locally. I got a pallet of these. I'm down to my last 3 boxes. I've sold almost all of these on Poshmark, anywhere from like, I think on the low end, 25, on the high end, up to 50. Actually, you know what? I sold 2 on eBay for $50 each. So this was the first time ever in all of my years of reselling I've ever gotten Anthropologie home goods in liquidation. If I could, I would love to buy a whole pallet of it. The Poshmark buyers are freaking eating it up, and it's selling on eBay too, so I wanted to include that. I really personally, as a buyer of home goods from Anthropologie, I love this stuff, so I would love if I could get more of it, but this is very expensive to buy, even liquidation. So I wanted to include that because it's been selling like hotcakes, and I think I only have 4 left, and I had like 200. So that's pretty good for only having it for like 3 months. Here's another brand, not clothing, but I wanted to include it because it's been selling great for me. The brand is Tatcha. It is a Japanese skincare brand. This is another one that I pick up locally from my distributor, and it's very expensive. It's sold at Sephora. They sell it on their own website. They sell it at a couple high-end department stores, and I've been buying it in small quantities because, again, it's not something that like I'm paying like $2 for, $3 for. Even though I'm buying mass quantities, it's very expensive. Like some of their skincare stuff is over $100. So that's something I've really been enjoying selling, actually. So I don't just sell clothing, I sell everything, and I recommend to you guys, if you want to branch out, branch out. I don't think we've ever talked about that I have been selling over the years. The brand is Furla. It is a expensive leather goods. They make purses. They make a lot of stuff, you guys. Made in Italy. They make really good quality, expensive. I've only sold their purses. That's why I keep saying purses, but I know they make other things. Let's look it up. I've been selling it, honestly, I think since I've started reselling, and I feel like it's such a slept on brand that a lot of people don't talk about. I will say it's not super easy to find at a thrift store, at least not for me. I don't find it there. I usually find it at consignment stores. The sad thing is, you guys, the resell on some of this stuff sucks. Like, the Rent the Runway has a similar bag to what I just showed you for 20 bucks, but it retailed for 400. It looks like some people have it listed on Poshmark for like 200. So it's sold at Saks. It gets liquidated to looks like Nordstrom Rack, but like a similar bag right here, look at this, $478, you guys. So it does not hold its resale value. You definitely need to look up comps. I don't pay up for it. For that bag, I paid $15. I'm hoping to flip it for like, if I get 100, I'd be happy. That's how bad the resale market is for that. You know, that's a good video idea. To do a video on brands that have high retail value, but bad resale value. I think, God, it's starting to blend together. I think I've done so many videos on this channel. I think I've actually done that. Make sure you subscribe, you guys. YouTube shows me on the back end that like 50% of you watch these videos all the way till the end and you're not subscribed. Please subscribe. We'd love to have you. I upload multiple times a week. I go live every Saturday on Poshmark, so if you want to come and check out the live sale, I always link it down below. I've been sticking to my schedule, you guys. I've been going live every Saturday. I only missed one Saturday for my bachelorette party, but every other Saturday for the last month, I've been keeping up. No, we have not talked about that I have sold over the years. I'm not even going to try to say it. Just look at the tag, please. Another brand retails for a ton, doesn't hold its resale value unless you can find a really unique piece like this one. I actually picked this up at a buy sell trade store. It is 100% silk and it has metal hook and eye closures. Can you see that? Like, that's real metal. Really nice piece. I found some sold comps on this one for anywhere from $70 up to like $130. But yeah, I don't pick up everything I find in this brand, but like this is a perfect example of something that I did pick up because it's got bright colors. It's perfect for the season. It's really good quality. There's no marks or anything, and it's 100% silk. And that's a brand.
With the Amex Platinum Card, you can earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels. So next time you're ready to explore someplace new, you're set up for the perfect solo trip. Whether you're out on a new adventure or just taking in the sights, you can make every getaway even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Connectivity through Spectrum is vital, provides us with reliability, lightning speeds, and allows us to do what we need to do in our life. It's phenomenal.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month.
I know for sure we haven't talked about. I tried when I do these brand videos to not repeat brands. I'm not perfect. I may repeat one or two, but I really do try to make these as informative as possible, you guys. So I try not to repeat brands. So if you want to see the other videos I've done, I think I've done this like almost 6 times. I think they're really helpful. I will link them down below. I'm thinking of compiling a list for you guys in the form of like an ebook or a PDF and just giving it to you for free. Like, I'm just gonna create a little book with all the brands' names and the tags. The only catch is you have to sign up for my email list, which I don't think that's a bad trade-off, right? Get all that information in one area and I'll just email you like once a week, maybe like Bolo brands, what's selling. I don't know, I wanna build a community, you guys. I want us to feel like a happy little family here, for those of you that want to. So be on the lookout for that. Let me know your thoughts on that. I thought I would drop that. and get your feedback. Let me know if you would be interested in that. Would you like an email list where maybe we could like make a community? Everything would be free. You know, it's just me emailing you once a week. Maybe we can make like a little Facebook group from that and chat and give each other support. I want us to be a community. Now that I'm through the wedding chaos, it's basically done. I will have some free time, not a ton, but I do want to build a friendly reselling community. And I think we could do that. If you're wondering why I have this fireplace, I just went live on Poshmark and I try to put something on my TV so they're not just staring at me. So I just thought that would make nice ambiance for this video. So that's why. That was rude. It's many hours later. As I was saying, my camera literally just died. So I've been charging you guys for hours. The brand is Pact, P-A-C-T. I'll put a picture of the tag somewhere on the screen. They make most of their stuff, if not all of it, from cotton. Just check the resale value. You know, I always say no matter what brand I recommend, everything doesn't sell the same. So a dress from the same brand may not sell the same as trousers or a sweater. So I really like selling their dresses and their cardigans. I've actually sold it quite a bit. Retail value, you guys, on this brand isn't super high. It's anywhere from like $20 to $80. But because it's a sustainable brand, they use, I'm pretty sure, mostly cotton. If you can find it like super affordable, Goodwill outlet, Dollar Day, it might be worth a pickup. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I have a list. Nerdy Nikki makes a list, you guys. Boyish is a brand I really like. I love selling their jeans. I don't find it often. I think I've only found it once or twice at the traditional thrift store, and it did really well for me, and it sold fairly quickly. It's very expensive for jeans, like $150 up. So Everlane, I feel like some of you are going to disagree with me on this. I don't know, you guys. I pick up the natural fabric Everlane pieces, and they sell very well for me, especially on Poshmark. So think like cotton, linen, a lot of their organic cotton stuff does really well for me. It's not super fast seller, but it sells. Almost everything I put up that's cotton or linen from Everlane, as long as it's in decent condition, it does pretty well. So check comps. This might be a repeat brand that I've talked about, Reformation. I don't know. It's still holding its resale value. Retails for quite a bit, like a mid-range, you know, dresses anywhere from like $100 to $300, but it holds its value and it's a very quick seller. If you look up the sell-through rate on Reformation, a lot of the dresses are still doing really good. A Day is a sustainable brand that they make a lot of like comfort, stretchy, breathable clothing, and they can go upwards of like $200 for a sweater. So it's a newer to me brand. I've only found it 3 times, and every time I've listed it, it's sold within a month. So I know I don't think it's a new brand. It might be, but it's new to me. Ralph Lauren. Actually, I don't think I've ever included this in a brands video. So many resellers skip on just normal Ralph Lauren, the green tag, the blue tag. I love selling it in men's, especially the larger sizes. I love selling the dresses, and not just the plus size items. I don't know, I do pretty well selling it. I do try to stick to more unique pieces or the classic pieces. That sounds kind of contradictory, but I feel like Ralph Lauren is known for their like classic blazers, the classic dress, especially the blazers. Those that are more like basic actually sell pretty well, but then the dresses that have a print seem to do well, and I love selling the coats. I'm a big fan of selling Ralph Lauren, and the brand retails for quite a bit, you guys. Alternative apparel, they use a lot of recycled materials, organic cotton. I've been finding this one at the Goodwill outlet. Check comps though, you guys. I'm not going to tell you it has the highest price resale value. Like some of their stuff new is $10. It's like $10 to $80 new. So you definitely want to check comps, but it's a brand that I find more frequently, and it's like a quick $10 to $20 flip. Listen, I always tell you, if you are new here, I am not above. I mean, I try not to list things that are only going to net me $10 profit, but sometimes if I'm at the Goodwill outlet, I'm already there, And I know it doesn't take me that long to list it, or I will send it to a buy sell trade store and buy something for more money. I usually do that. I wouldn't usually list it. This is a brand I really like taking to buy sell trade stores. They usually take it and they'll give me, so I'm paying like $2 for it. And the last time I took alternative apparel to them, they gave me like $15 for that one item. Granted, that day they only took like 5 items from me, but did you guys know H&M has a sustainable line? It's called H&M Conscious Choice. I've never found it myself, but I think it's worth a look up because supposedly it's sustainable. We're all so skeptical these days, but I thought I would put that in. I really try to put in brands, you guys, that I've personally sold myself, but there are so many brands that I check the sell-through rate and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. Never heard of it. I'm going to be on the lookout. Always got to be learning. Amore Vert, I love selling this brand. You'll see that I have quite a few pieces from this brand in my Poshmark closet. It's expensive, you guys. A lot of their stuff starts at $100 for like a basic cardigan, a basic t-shirt, a basic jumpsuit. And this is one that holds its value pretty well. So love it. Love selling that one. I'm trying to go really fast, you guys. I'm going to butcher this brand's name. Cuyana? Cuyana? I first heard about this brand surprisingly through ThredUp. Do you guys remember when ThredUp, oh, the good old days of selling on ThredUp, when they had the partnership gift cards? So basically, you could send them a box of clothing and you could use the Suyana label, or what was my favorite? I did the Athleta labels, and they would pay you out up front in a gift card. Oh my God, it was the glory days. I did a video on it. That program they've changed the rules completely. It's nothing like what it used to be. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. But this is one of the brands that people used to send and get gift cards. They make a lot of things out of cotton, alpaca. It's expensive. Like, think starting price 100 up to like 4, 5. No, I think the most I saw was 450, and it really does hold its resale value. I have never found this brand, not at thrift stores, not at consignment stores. I just checked the sell-through rate, and I know it's a really, it has a really strong sell-through rate, so I'm on the lookout for it. Myself, Able, I think it is, ABLE. I'll put the tags for everything here. I kind of categorize my list, you guys. So this is a sustainable brand. A lot of these are sustainable brands, except for H&M Conscious. I'm dubious of that one, but I feel like I shouldn't be. This is a brand I've sold quite a few times, usually like a $20 to $30 flip, which I will take. People Tree, this is one I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure most of us have not heard of. It's a UK-based brand. I like selling their dresses. And because it's hard for people, well, it's not hard, but I don't know. I've only found this brand twice. It was at a consignment store. And 2 of the dresses, they kind of give me like Reformation vibes. Sold for $40 in less than a week. So I think it's harder for people to find this brand in the States, and it can be expensive. Some of their dresses can go upwards of like $200. I don't know how to say this brand.
You know those people who always sound perfectly polished, even though you know they have a bazillion things going on? Grammarly is my secret weapon for when I'm trying to keep it all together and also look put together. Late night brain dump? Not to worry. Grammarly will turn it into the perfect pitch I can send first thing in the morning. Messy first draft? Grammarly's got my back. Somehow it knows exactly what I was trying to say. Download Grammarly for your next email emergency. It's free.
Your father knows about saving money. Everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
And I just saved on my car insurance for driving safe with USAA.
Auto insurance that flexes with you.
Keep the fit.
That's what we're made for.
Epoque Evolution. Epoque Evolution. I've sold their pants twice on eBay, and their pants retail, you guys, up to like upwards of like $200-300. These pants I had never heard of the brand. I just saw the tag and I was like, this is different. This looks cool. Sell-through rate at the time was 100%. Definitely picked those up. I think I paid 20 bucks and they sold for $90 each. So I've never seen it again, but that was an amazing pickup. I'm just going through. I don't know that I've ever included this brand, Athleta. I know a lot of people don't pick up Athleta, and I will say Athleta has been around for quite a while now. So when I go out and thrift, a lot of the pieces I find are older, but I also find quite a bit of their newer stuff. And I've always said this, if you've come to my live sale, I know everyone loves Lululemon, Viore, Aloe, but Athleta is so slept on in the live selling world, but like in my closet and in my eBay store, it sells amazing, especially if you can get a piece that's current. And I'm doing air quotes because current could be like the last 5 years. I literally just sold some joggers from Athleta for 25 bucks that I picked up for less than $2, you guys. So when I say current, I mean like the last 5 to 6 years. It doesn't have to be super new. But people like myself love Athleta. It's one of my favorite athletic wear lines because it's not as expensive as like Lulu and Aloe, but it's just as good, if not better quality. And they have very, very comfortable, trendy athleisure wear, athletic wear. I love it, you guys. I love it. I buy it pre-owned. I even buy it new, which is very rare. Probably like 3% of my whole wardrobe is I buy retail. So check sell-through rates. Make sure the condition's good. People are really picky about Athleta. I don't pick it all up, but I do pick it up, and it does pretty well for me. This is a brand that I first started selling in 2024. Quince. Didn't sell for a ton, but I found it at the Goodwill outlet, and the sweater, I had a hard time figuring out if it was men's, women's, or unisex. So many items I find, you guys, I just literally don't know what they are, so I'll put unisex and they still sell. But one of the sweaters I found, I did, because it had like a style photo, so I found the stock photo of a man in it. But a lot of their stuff, like cardigans, is so soft and stretchy, literally looks like it could be unisex, but that sold very fast. I've picked it up, so I'm filming this end of May. I picked that stuff up in February, and it's all sold, so... new to me brand as of 2024. Another newer to me brand, which you guys are probably gonna be like, huh? Halara? Did a blogger start this or something? I feel like for me, it just popped out of nowhere. Another one I found at a consignment store and it flipped really fast. I didn't think the pants were that great. Apparently they're known for their pants. I don't know, they looked kind of like fuddy-duddy. The fact that I'm saying fuddy-duddy is fuddy-duddy. Some of you probably don't even know what that means. My grandmother says that. That's beyond me. I always say, I don't have to like what I sell. I just want to make a profit selling it as long as it's legal. And they sold quickly, so it's worth checking the sell-through rate. This is a brand I have never found, but it has an amazing sell-through rate on Poshmark. Baggu, B-A-G-G-U, bags. Never found it, but I'm going to be on the lookout for it. Another one I've never found at a thrift store, Hoka. Listen. It is coming back to me. The brands that I have repeated, so far I've only repeated 2 brands in this video. This is one of them, because I have talked about this brand before. I thought these were the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever bought. Supposedly they're really good for running. I was training for a marathon. I did not like these. They were so stiff. I don't know. It has a cult following. I don't need to like it. I've only found them at a consignment store, and man, did they mark those up. And where I live, they mark these shoes up. They know what they are. I think I paid 40 bucks and they sold for over 100. So not bad. I doubled my money. Tucker Nut is a brand. If you've seen the recent Come Thrift With Me, I think it was like 2 months ago. I guess it's not that recent. I found like 10 of these Tucker Nut dresses and I've already sold 2. So I have 8 more. That's another new to me brand. 2024 has been about me really deepening my brand knowledge. I feel like none of us will ever know all the brands there are. There are so many that are coming on the market that are becoming trendy, and there are some that are just falling off. But I'm trying to stay abreast of learning all the brands I can. Veja is a brand I found once at the thrift store. They literally look like golden gooses to me. I know that they don't start out that way, but I found it at a Goodwill outlet. They just looked like they had been run through the mud. I cleaned them up, I washed them, and they sold for like $80. I don't know. They're just a basic sneaker with a V, in my opinion. What do I know? This might be a shocker to you guys. Cynthia Rowley. I recently did a thrift haul where I showed you 100% linen Cynthia Rowley top. And it already sold, friends. It sold within like a month, and then I found another one, and it has a ton of like traction on it. So that's a brand I always used to skip, but maybe if I can find it in the linens and the cottons, I should pick it up, because I was not expecting that to sell as fast as it did, you guys. This is a new one for me. Universal Thread. Target. I just picked up a bunch of it for shits and gigs at the Goodwill outlet, because I think they got a direct donation. They had a ton of it new with tags, and I just put it as a bundle on eBay. I didn't even list it on Poshmark. A bundle of 5 jeans. They were all size 28 and 29, and it sold for like, I have to look at my listing, but I think it sold for like $75 in a week. So maybe that's the key to selling. I don't sell a lot of Target stuff, you guys. Even if I find it new with tags, it just usually tends to sit for me. The only Target stuff I really like are the things that they don't sell anymore, like Knox Rose. I really like selling that brand, or the collaborations that they do. But other than that, I just don't have the best luck selling Target. And when I used to pick it up, it would sell for like $10 or less. All right, friends, I feel like I've been talking a lot. Hopefully you found this helpful. You learned something new. Let me know your thoughts on the email list and the PDF, which will be completely free, down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon.
At Granger, we